The Cursed Mermaid. Many centuries ago, when new continents were not discovered, the man had little knowledge about the world. In that very same world, man and mermaids coexisted. Yes, mermaids. In this story, there was a mermaid named Belle, and she was a vicious and aggressive mermaid. Her evil spread through the seven seas like poison. The aquatic life forms around her felt their existence threatened if her greed was not controlled. With time, Belle had forgotten what kindness felt like. She forgot she once had a heart. Her family taught her from the start to be the perfect hunter, but they forgot to teach her about the difference between good and evil. Her melodious siren voice lured countless men to their deaths, and still, she was not satiated. Pirates would plug their ears while passing through her territory and still suffer from the consequences. Then there came a time when Belle felt that her thirst for power was not satiated. She would sit in waiting for another ship to pass, and for another and another. She would attack and leave nothing behind, not even bones. One dark stormy night, the ocean grew restless. Belle sat in wait for the storm to take full control while looking at the surface from the bottomless pit of darkness that she called her home. A ship was passing by and Belle was ecstatic. Her long purplish hair and beautiful tail were still covered in the blood from her previous battle. Her eyes were the deadliest of them all. One look and even the most God-fearing men would become weak in the knees. Belle had spotted the ship struggling to survive on the rough ocean. She swam across the ocean at the speed of lightning. As she came closer, she saw a handsome man who was tying knots around the sails. For once, Belle felt as if she could have the entire universe if she had him. She felt at peace. The harsh look in her eyes softened when she heard the man hum a lovely tune. Belle got spellbound. It was for the first time in ages that Belle didn't want to attack. She felt powerless. The man's eyes twinkled with kindness during the harsh storm. He was helping out his crew members. The storm lasted for 6 days and Belle watched him daily from afar. On the 6th day, she decided that she would have him for herself. She needed a partner now, and this man had melted her Arctic heart. Belle fell in love with a human, or you could say that she had become possessive of him. This meant nothing but trouble for the man. On the 7th night, the storm cleared up. Belle was watching him from afar again, but this time she mustered some courage and swam towards the man. He will become enchanted by my beauty, and once he gives in to my charms, I'll make sure that no woman will ever lay her eyes on him, she affirmed to herself. As soon as she was getting closer, she saw that the man was in the embrace of another woman. Belle got angry, but when her eyes fell on their entwined hands, she saw their wedding rings. Belle knew at once that it was a lost cause. The previous men she had killed, many of them wore those rings. Belle could feel a pressure build in her chest and her eyes welled up. She cried tears of blood. God had punished her for the wrath she used to lay on the 7 seas. The man had boarded his ship with his wife and child. He would stay with them during the morning and at night, helping around the ship. She got blind with fury and wanted to kill the lady, but she couldn't. Mermaids cannot harm other women. Their magic only works on men. Belle's heart did not find any peace. She wanted to have the man dead or alive, at any cost. So she sang in a voice no man could ever resist. All the men working on the deck got hypnotized. The man's wife was beside him and she tried to stop him, but she could not. Belle cackled as she saw the woman desperately trying to save her husband. Belle kept on singing until the man flung himself off the deck. On seeing this, his wife screamed like a banshee. She wept painfully. She ran over to the place where her husband had jumped off and saw Belle clawing his chest and tearing his heart out. Belle and the woman's eyes met. The helpless woman's eyes held revenge in them. She screamed at Belle and said, "You did this. This is all you're doing. I know God will punish you for taking the life of an innocent. I curse you to wait. You will wait till eternity for the right one, and even when you have him, he will not be yours. You will go through my pain every single day. Remember this. This is the price you must pay." And then something happened. A monstrous wave came, and Belle was swept against the current. She screamed but no one heard her. She tried to swim away but couldn't. She is in shackles for eternity, only to be free at the right time for the right one. For more stories, Follow my channel, Thoughts of a Muddlehead. Thank you.